Coming up on this edition of Carolina Insider, today is the final day for a national fundraiser that supports our university. Then, state lawmakers are trying to make sure students are not overserved in 5 points. But first, a campus safety measure that may be on its way out.
We really need a redundancy when it comes to safety on campus.
Carolina Insider starts now. Welcome to Carolina Insider. I'm Alexander Shepard. We begin with news about student safety. Today, we're here to dispel rumors that a critical safety measure on campus is going away. Here with that story, in the buzz, is our own Drew Hill. Drew?
Thanks, Alexander. Being a student at USC means you've definitely seen one of these. But recently, the idea of the emergency call boxes being phased out was pitched to Student Senate.
We heard from USC PD that they were looking to phase out the call box system, and our Senate had a lot of problems with that.
However, if you have seen these call boxes, you've probably also noticed that they are often out of order. If boxes are out of order, you are encouraged to use the Rave Guardian app and report the outage to USC PD. A representative from USC PD says the point was not to phase out call boxes.
We never considered taking them off the table. We really need a redundancy when it comes to safety on campus.
For Carolina Insider, I'm Drew Hill. Back to you in the studio, Alexander.
Thanks, Drew. Here at USC, 5 Points is known for its nightlife, especially among college students. And soon, that nightlife could get a little safer. State senators are working on new legislation that could decrease the number of drinkers being overserved. This bill would require all employees who serve alcohol to get special training on how to spot fake IDs and signs of drunken behavior before a business can get a liquor license. Here at Lucky's, kitchen manager Brett Wilkinson supports the bill.
Everyone being more responsible out here in 5 Points or in the Vista in general is definitely would help. You know, like what's good for the geese is good for the gander. Is that the expression?
Called Allie's Bill, the new rules are in memory of an upstate girl who lost her life after drinking and driving. This bill and others like it face an uncertain future. Today is crossover day in the State House. That means bills have to be passed by the full House or the Senate by midnight and sent over to the other chamber, or they will have to wait until the next legislative session. Bills not likely to pass this year include medical marijuana, the fetal heartbeat bill, and a plan to extend criminal background checks for gun purchasers. Debate on these could be picked up back again in January of 2020. The struggle to find teachers for South Carolina's public schools is leading to change. As Carolina Insider's Natalie Chuck explains, teachers from abroad are filling in for the Palmetto State's lack of local educators.
A lot of the students do not necessarily see education as important, which is very different from back home in Jamaica. In Jamaica, we see education as our way of improvement.
Cheraw High School physics teacher Rayon Grant is not your typical South Carolina public school employee. Grant was born and raised in Jamaica, where he studied the art of teaching. International teachers in South Carolina's public school system is becoming more and more common thanks to the state's growing teacher shortage.
A student might just leave high school and might get into a job without a degree, and they'll be making twice as much as a teacher. So that's kind of a deterrent. People don't want to be working this hard and not being properly paid for it.
While Grant teaches at a Title I school, a highly federally funded school due to a large amount of low-income families in the district, not all teachers from abroad have endured the same culture shock. Alberto Leon teaches at Cherry Park Elementary School.
I love the place, I love the people, I love how the schools work. Here this is working more like a whole, and in Spain teachers are more like individuals,
But using international teachers to fill South Carolina's empty positions appears to be a temporary solution for a very long-term problem.
When you have 2, 3 people, 5 people every year in the same school that they are living, there's a problem. We need to investigate what is happening there and, of course, to do something to fix it.
Natalie Chuck, Carolina Insider.
Finally, time is running out for today's big university fundraiser. Give for Garnet helps fund programs, faculty projects, and campus-wide activities that make USC such a rich and diverse environment. This year's goal is to reach 6,500 donors. You can donate at giveforgarnet.sc.edu. By the way, you can dedicate your donation to specific programs you love, like our School of Journalism, which is raising money for media literacy. That's it for this edition of Carolina Insider, a student production here in the Kennedy Greenhouse studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communications. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here on Friday.